Hello everyone, this is Stella. Still with level because I'm too nervous to actually do a video on my own. But Level's fighting a boss in an entirely another game, so he's just here for mental support. Okay. So today I'll be doing my first and probably last video about the beta from Chaos Hero Nightmare. I promise them I would not them, but more like other people that I'd make a video compiling of what I've learned during the beta test. So this is that video. And I thought I should start out. I'm dying because of water already. I thought I should start out with the intro because the intro is really cool in my opinion. But yeah. Alrighty. Alright. So the basics of the game is kind of, I won't call it simple. It's not simple. Actually, it's pretty rough. There's so many mechanics to the point where if I wanted to talk about that, I would need 7 more videos, maybe 8, 30 entire videos to go over the mechanics to this game. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick overview of the game rather than explaining all the nitty gritty. I'll leave that for when the game actually comes out. First things first, if you leave your character on the screen, by the way, they do just start talking to themselves. So, sorry about that. Forgot about that. You can't really turn that off either. It's in my personal gripes. But, overall, the base of the game is pretty easy. So, basically, you delve into chaos. And via delving into chaos, you can play story. Delving into chaos basically consists of the roguelike mechanic, while the story missions themselves, or the battle missions, I'm still gonna call them story missions until I burn. These missions are required to do before progressing the story. There's a normal mode and a hard mode, and yes, they do give you the requirements reward. But earlier today, I didn't stream this portion of the game, by the way. I also got new battle missions by doing policy. I don't know how. I don't understand how they come about or anything like that. But I did get new battle missions. B1 and B2, they just kind of randomly appeared on their own. It just happened that way. And then chapter 2 missions were pretty alright. I struggled on the promotion checks though. I might have some footage in this video, I might not. I have to check to see if I actually have road clip footage from that. But I actually struggled a little bit on one of the bosses, and it was nightmarish, as the game says. Without getting into the nitty-gritty of the story, I will just give you a quick recap of the bare bones recap. Basically, you're a Protoss. You help Asians travel through the nightmare. Anything else is high spoiler content, and I'm not gonna spoil the story for those people who actually want to do the story when they start playing the game and avoid the streams. That makes sense. I also sometimes avoid stories if I want to get into games, so I'm not gonna go over the story. But basically, yes, you are a Protoss helping Asians through the nightmare. That's the bare bones basic of the story. You're more than nitty gritty, you can always revisit my streams, or I'm pretty sure there will be other videos upon the story too. But I'd rather not talk about the story to keep spoilers away from people. I think that's fair. I did complete the entire story in 10 hours, well, the beta story I should say. It was really fun. If you really want to get into the story, I do recommend checking back on my streams. I'll have a link in the bio for that. But there was a lot of suffering in those streams, by the way. I died a lot. There was a lot of mistakes because I didn't read cards. Oh yeah, another thing about this game, it requires you to read. Yeah. We get to that when we get to the combat. But I will do a sample chaos mission while I'm going through talking about this, which I'm gonna do right now. But before we start that, this is the main menu screen. The rescue is the gacha mechanic to this game. Just like most gacha mechanics, you can rescue, which I saved the rescue anchor for this. Rescue anchors are the resources you need to actually perform rescues. You can use rescue anchors to rescue combats or partners. Just because you're rescuing one or the other, though, doesn't mean that you won't accidentally get pulled one for combat. And if you pull for combat, you can also get some rescue. It's just when you're pulling, when you get to the 70 or 80 rescue marker, you get a whatever the 5-star is for the thing you're rescuing. Do be aware, you will get dupes. I did indeedably get like a lot of dupes when I was playing, so yeah. This is what it looks like. It has actually a different animation if you get a 5-star. If you get a 4-star or below, she looks at her thing, but if you get a 5-star, she looks up at the SS Nightmare. And it's a pretty cool interaction. Basically, there's a way to see if you're getting a 5-star or not. The internal moments are fun things. Basically, they allow you to charismatic one of your moves. I actually have an example of this. So it allows you to prismatic one of your moves, like on Resolute Blitz for this character. It looks prismatic now because like I pulled one of those cards for it. Then there's the Arc City. Now most of you guys know what this probably looks like. If you played Epic 7 before, yeah, it's basically the Oasis. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna hashtag it or anything. Yeah, it's the Oasis. If you don't know what it is though, so basically, there's all these parts of the city you can visit and things like that, but the main things we're gonna be focused on is the garden, the diner, and the cafe. The rest of the stuff, it's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, first things first is the policy office. I don't understand most of this interaction, to be honest. I just know that you want to take the things that affect your policy the least. Like for instance, I have a lot of happiness, so I'm probably going to reduce happiness for public order. Things like that. I did cause an event to happen though, a catastrophe. During catastrophes, everything gets like lowered by like 50. So like, do brace for that. Next is the Sunshine Dinner. This place is very important because it allows you to order food. And when you order food, you get a specific type of buff or mission. Also, the eating animation is glorious. It is glorious eating animation. It will make you hungry. You can't just skip it though if you double tap. Next is the Garden Cafe. This is where you get a once a day refill on your stamina. So, not a total refill by the way, it's plus 80. I'll show you where you spend your stamina in just a second. We gotta get through the amazing coffee animation. I love the animation. Alrighty. Next is the Ephemeron Center, but by going there I do spoil some of the story, so I'll leave that alone. The Research Factory, you need to go to Nano Shop to actually get these, but by going to Nano Shop and by getting these, you can actually research things. And by researching things, it allows you to gain more policy, more special upgrades, things of those types of nature. Some cost 2, some cost 1. All different types. And by doing the policy, it allows you to upgrade the SS Nightmare. I'm not going to explain the lore behind why you have to go through the policy in a research factory. There's a pretty funny interaction behind that. The other things you could do in a districtive is you could talk to your some of your agents 3 times a day. I'm not really gonna go through it, so like I don't know. Everyone helps out, so it's not that bad. And by running through these affections, you get affections, and by getting affections, they level up what your character can do. You can also get stories by doing the affection levels, and I'm not about to go through the stories because I said I'm not gonna touch the lore. But yeah, basically, if you played Blue Archive before, it has almost the same policy as that, actually. In my opinion, this game takes a lot from other games and mixes it into like a really cool game. I do compare this game to a lot of other games. Blue Archive is another type of gacha game. There's a whole lot of gacha games out there. So if you guys hear me comparing it to another gacha game, it's probably because like, yeah, this system's similar to that system, but yeah. Alright, next is the combat list. I'm just going through the menu screen now. This will show you all the combatants you have, and if anything's up with them, it highlights them. Yes, the annoying red dot highlight comes back. These are egos. Every time you pull a duplicate, it will go here. And by pulling a duplicate, just like in any of the other gacha games, I know you guys play a lot of them, don't lie to me. Anytime you pull, you can upgrade your character via permanent stats. Next is simulation. This is how you upgrade your characters. It's pretty self-explanatory. Growth is for how you get the growth materials. Combat is where you can your characters can only be upgraded to 10, and then you have to do combat missions to continue their upgrades. There's upgrade books for each different type of agent. So like if your agent is a striker, you need striker books. If they're a vanguard, you need vanguard books, and etc. For partner books, it works very much the same exact way. Yes, the combat and partner dungeons are different, but they do cost the same stamina. So be wary about your stamina, as it takes 5 minutes to get one. Next is the potential. These are permanent upgrade stats to characters, kind of like your eagle, but not really. They just upgrade the basic of what your characters can do, so like flat damage, flat barrier increase, or whatever type of character they are. These are challenges. You need to clear these challenges to continue to upgrade people's potential. Like you will need these to upgrade them their first potential card. Let me show you where their potential is located. Here's their potential, and you need these and the crystals. The crystals you also get from the simulacra, like I explained earlier, and you can click on a character, could go straight in it, and it will actually go back to the upgrade screen when you're done instead of the main menu, like a lot of other games do. Trust me, that was a godsend. And I apologize if I'm talking a little fast. I'm pretty bad at talking at almost. Alrighty. And then from then on in, I'm gonna show you guys a run in the chaos. Because that's where we get to see how this game actually functions. Hey, Level, are you live in there? Ding dong.
Yep, I'm busy enjoying cinematic. Sorry.
Can I borrow you for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to choose my party members for this dungeon.
Oh, yay.
I'm letting Level choose because I want it to be a little bit difficult for me. Alright, let me go to the presets. I'll let you choose for team 2. Who do you want?
I need to see the screen.
I'm sorry, is the screen not sharing with you?
No, it is not.
Here you go.
There we go. Let's see here. What are these fancy symbols?
Choose my randomly.
Where did-
Choose from aesthetics, you know? That's what really matters. Clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
Mhm.
Based on aesthetics, I would choose Maribel.
Maribel, okay. The melons, got it. Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I don't have a
nah,
lot of characters. I put a lot of dupes, so my character pool is
actually,
very small.
who the fuck is the guy with the skeleton? Remember that guy? Skeleton mask.
The skeleton mask? Cautelus?
Yeah.
Bro, I do not understand how this character works at all. Okay, so what I mean by that, by the way, we are still on recording. What I mean by that, I don't understand this character at all. He does something called go on a quest, and I don't know what that means.
So when
Actually.
you play 3 cards with one, oh wait. 50. So I'm assuming those are the cards next to it would be the mission quests, right?
I think?
When you use 3 cards with 0 cost, create 0 triple. When you use 3 cards with 1 cost 1, create 1 triple. Oh! Basically poker. Got it. So if you use a 0, 1, 2, you get a straight. You use a combination and use it when each combination uses a card, create a full house. Okay, yeah. I see how he works. It's poker.
Mm-hmm. He's a bit of a tricky one in my opinion, but I'll take him. Sure. Sorry. Alright, who should be the last one? So you have a mage-ish and a tank. Anyone for your last one? I pray for a damage dealer, but you don't have to select one.
Teresa.
Teresa? Okay. Teresa's interesting. Alright. This is gonna be one very interesting ride already. Alrighty. So, time to explain why I say Teresa's interesting. So, Teresa doesn't just deal damage. How do I explain it? So, she inflicts something called agony. It is just as you think it is. It's poison. It's fertile poison. It's poison over time, kind of like Pokemon. Depending how many agony stacks something has, depends on how much agony damage you will take at the end of the turn.
Alrighty, that makes some sense.
For sake of levels, because you're taking a bunch of level 20s, I will probably put the difficulty to 1. Because I don't think I could do. Do you guys want to see? No, I would love to say. Level, do you want to see a run ending in an L or run ending in a W? I'll let you choose.
I'll show one ending as a dub.
A dove? You don't want to see the
Yeah.
characters go crazy? It's a important mechanic. We gotta show it off anyways.
Alright. But you have to show off anyways, it didn't matter.
Exactly! I thought you were gonna say L though, you know? Like, can you blame me? Alright, Level. I'll let you choose the card too, because you might as well. Which card do you do? These are fake cards, by the way, for the recording. So basically, every time you start a run in the chaos, you get to choose a fake card. These cards give you permanent effects for the rest of your run, so choose carefully.
Friendship looks like the best one to me.
Okay! Friendship is a pretty good card. It is a pretty safe card too. I picked Friendship, but I don't like any of the other cards, to be honest. Alright, now time to explain the map, but first I'm gonna take a drink of water. Alright, so this is the map. And the only reason why we can see this map is because we're looking through the games of the eyes of the Protoss. Only the Protoss can see these maps. Cloud armor. Anyways, sorry, I had to say it. So okay, I think I know which path. I think I'm gonna take this path. This path was like the safest, and I'm playing on a relatively hard difficulty, you know. So Navigation up, down, height, mid boss. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this game does require navigation. I know. Alrighty. Trying to explain everything you guys are seeing on your screen. So the first thing you guys need to know is this is EP. It's your special bar. Every character requires special, and then there's partners. This lady, for instance, is a partner card. I'm glad you chose the character that I put a partner on, by the way. Good job. Uh, partner cards can also enter your special pool. These cards are low-cost cards that give you powerful abilities. Normally, your lower cost cards are your partner cards, and your higher cost cards are your character skill cards. Alrighty, I think it's about time to go on a quest! Alright, so I gotta play 3 1-cost cards. Okay, let's see.
私が行きます。
Alrighty! So if a card has a shining border, that means the character is getting an epiphany? I don't know how to say that card. How do you say that correctly? Epiphany? Epiphany?
Epiphany. They're having a big brain moment.
Okay, yeah. Okay, big brain moment. There we go. Better way of explaining it. When your character has a big brain moment, their card will start glowing on the side. If their card's glowing on the side, that means either A, your character wants to upgrade that card, or B, they want to add a new card into your deck. It's random. When a new card is added to your deck, instead of going to your deck though, it goes to your hand and it costs 0. For the turn. Very importantly, for the turn. Wink wink nudge nudge. There are some characters that have skills that can stay in your hand, such as Burial and a couple of other characters. For those type of characters, when you gain an epiphany and get those cards, it only gives them 0 for the rest of the turn. The next turn over, they will cost the original amount that they're supposed to. The gameplay is kind of like Slay the Spire. You hold card up, you point where card goes, card does effect. That is the way of explaining it, right?
Yep. Slay the Spire is the best example.
Alright, now everyone's like, what happened there? Why did your character attack back? Okay, time to explain character abilities for this run. So I explained to you guys what Teresa does. She inflicts agony. Caressa puts your characters on quests, but Maribel has a very funny ability called counter-attacking. Anytime you attack, she smacks them back. Pretty hard. In return, she almost has no attack cards in her deck. She is a shield case character. She wants to rely on your characters having shield value. That's why I said this is a pretty interesting mashup, because none of the characters mash well with Maribel. Actually, none of the characters really mash well with each other. But I'm gonna force this to work, so here we go. Another thing about this game is this game does punish you for not having tactics. By not having tactics, or characters that like to go well with each other, your team party comp is basically lopsided. Because, like, one character is gonna do their thing while the other characters just sit there for decoration. Which isn't a good thing, because then you just have a bunch of useless cards in your hand. Now I need a new bottle. Because now I have to explain this part of the game, too. So much things to explain, level. Not enough time!
There's always enough time.
Alrighty. So, there's different areas on the map. There's attack panels, boss panels, navigation panels, and campfire panels. Attack panels are as red. They're the red swords, and every time you land on them, you have to fight enemies. The question mark panels are the event panels. By landing on one of them, well, a random event will occur. Some events requires you rolling dice, while others kind of have to punch something still. In this case scenario, we will be rolling dice. Because I want to hack the robot. They tell you, by the way, if you succeed on a roll, it does one thing, and if you fail on a roll, it does something else.
Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling! So, this is where, like, a D&D mechanic based like every rolls in. Alrighty, because I've successfully did my gamble, now I can take any unique card from the deck and put it into my deck. You know what? Neville, choose a card.
Oh, let's see here. Can we see what's already in the deck?
No. That's a bad thing
No?
about the game. No. Basically, but my deck only contains my character's cards. So.
Oh, so we have like no zeros for the zero quest, do we?
See about that. Because you have no ADCs, that means all the zero cost cards are blacked out anyways.
That's some BS. All right, good to know that quest is absolutely not useful.
It's okay. Teresa does have zero cost cards in her deck. It's okay. It's okay.
So you need to play a 0, 1, 2. You need a 2.
So would you like me to get Glorious Resistance?
The start of your turn, each ally takes fixed damage equal to 3% of their action and gain 1 extra point. That's fine. Extra action point means more damage.
Actually, action point means more actions. So at the beginning of each of your turns, you only have 3 action points. And gaining more action points normally comes at a cost. For instance, this one basically deals 9% of damage to everyone's max HP. But every turn you get an action point.
Action points. And it works well with friendship because you heal for 50%. At safe zones, it's fine.
Alrighty, continuing on with the dungeon. Let's see. I'm gonna start a class. A 0, a 1, and a 2. Well, here's a 1. Here's a 0. And I don't have a 2 in my hand yet. So the Agni damage appears in the pink, by the way.
I see.
裏か表かこんなのはどうだい
Righty. New thing, shield value. If a character increases your shield, it goes to the right side of your HP bar. And at the end of each of your turn, your shield disappears into the void because it does. I don't actually understand the logic of that.
So there can't be a god.
I wish you kept your shields in this game, but I think that would be pretty bro. We need to get a campfire, so I think we're just gonna keep going sideways because we need a campfire. Alrighty, next fun step. The purple bars on above your character is their stress meter. If a character is stressed out, you lose 1/2 of your HP. I mean 1/3 of your HP off the bat. And if all 3 of your characters are stressed out, you do just lose.
I see.
Every time you stop at a campfire, you can relieve stress by 5. And if you play 5 of their cards during mid-combat while they're stressed out, you unstress them out. But you still lose all the HP.
I see, since the blind man.
if you die in a chaos run, very specific. If you lose all of your HP, you go into chaos mode. One of your characters automatically receives chaos, stress break, and then your other two characters can no longer hear your HP bar. The next time you take any damage, you automatically die.
艦長
Ah.
失敗した艦長信じてる
派手にこんなのはどうだい裏か表か種も仕掛けもないさ
失敗したらどうしよう艦長信じ私の不運が私が行きます行きます
派手に行こうこんなのはどうだい
艦長
Alrighty. Now that my HP is relatively really low, I really need to get to a campfire. Why'd you got me on this level 20 dungeon for, hmm?
裏か
私が行きます
Huh?
I said, why'd you choose the level 20 dungeon for? I know I chose it, but why didn't you stop me?
Because
艦長
content.
Alright, next I'm gonna show you guys a special ability. And I kinda need one because, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, all these special abilities are support. Shit. Why didn't you put any damage in this team count, man?
I don't know what I was choosing. You didn't tell me what they did. You just assumed. I did okay.
失敗したら艦長信じてる失敗したら
裏か表かもう一度振ってみようか
艦長信じてる闇をかき集失敗艦長
I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. We're not even gonna make it to the boss.
行こうかね
I guess this will be the failed run. Huh?
派手に行こ
You
うか
got
ね
this.
行きます艦長さすがです
I love the characters that cheer you on the top of the screen. Those are your support characters. They're also your cheerleaders, you know. Okay, I need to roll this 7. I gotta lock in. We gotta roll this 7. All right, we got a 13. We're still back. Alright, those are equipment. I went past that screen so fast. The character can equip 1 accessory, 1 of any type of armor, and 1 of any type of weapon. And yes, they can use those weapons and armor and gear when they do story mission. I'm so glad we chose that 50% extra healing from the zone. Oh my god. Holy cow.
See, I was big braining.
Yeah, I'm playing with fire with doing all these rows, by the way.
Well, gambling.
Gambling. I need the money from when we pass the shop. There is a shop in the chaos, by the way. I'm not going to tell you the lore of the shop, just know that there is a shop. As I said, I promised I wasn't going to give you guys any lore bits. I'll keep my promise, you know? Alright, no matter what, we're going to have to fight this epic monster at the end of the tunnel. You know that? No matter where we go, we're going to have to fight this epic monster at the end of the tunnel. Alright, we're going to get to the top now.
I can only play the spire.
Every time you go to a navigation, you have the option to temporarily leave. It will save where you are on the map and allows you to re-access the SS Nightmare. If you don't take the temporary return and exit the game, it will either A, log you back in exactly where you left off, or B, just kick you out.
I see.
I'm gonna stop the meal for credits. I don't need your card. You can keep feeding him for a card that's actually pretty decent, or you could just stop the meal for credits. The card's not worth it most of the time. Unless you're building that type of team comp. I forgot exactly what it does, but it's actually not worth it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the combat and then the rest. Rather than the rest in the combat. Okay, so these are some harder enemies. The deeper you go into the abyss, the stronger the monsters come. Abyss equals chaos. If I say abyss, I mean chaos, by the way.
失敗したらどうしよう
Okay.
裏か表こんなのはどうだい
I need to play zero cost cards? Bruh, I'm never gonna be able to do this. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, shoot, this hurts so bad. What did you say?
こうかね
I did not realize how he is more of a build around character, not a throw him and see what happens character.
雨の仕掛け
Oh, yes, you really do want to build around your characters you have in your party.
派手に運を試してみよう
I did not mean to do that. I regretted every moment of that.
艦長信じてる私の不運が鋭い失敗したらどうしよう艦長
裏か表かもう一度振ってみようか
Okay, I'm telling you, man, I do not understand this golden face character. Bruh, he does so little damage for needing to do so much.
かき集めて失敗したらどうしよう苦しみは深まるだけ艦長信じてる
I feel like he was very simple to understand.
私が行きます
Maybe you should try playing the game when it comes out,
Story on my prerequisite list.
行きます
Oh, yeah, super important to remember. This game is on pre-register. I forgot to say that at the very start.
And apparently it's for mobile too, so I have a pre-register for my mobile phone, so I could just play it wherever I want.
Yes, you can pre-register this game on PC and on mobile, on both iOS and on Android. Why did I say and on Android? Bruh, I feel like Androids are so much better than iPhones, and I will die on that hill. I don't even care if I cause a war in my chat. I will actually die on that hill.
In game.
ここなら安全かもしれないね
Alrighty. Man, look at that big rest because of the 50%, by the way. Big rest, big rest. Did we not stop by his shop? Bruh, we didn't find the shop? Bruh!
少々注意した方
Oh
が良い
my
かと
god. If unused, adds a card in your hand that deals damage to your ally. And there's two of them. Oh, what are these things? Bro, they look like moving eyeballs. I've never seen these
派手に
things.
行こうかね裏か表か運を試してみよう派手に行こうかね
Alrighty.
苦しみの中全部消えて
But I love the mechanics of the super abilities. You know what I mean? Like, the super abilities, how they look when you use them, are beautiful.
艦長
裏か表か
失敗したらどうしよ
派手に運命
The game certainly does look very good, and I did enjoy Slay the Spire, so I should enjoy this.
う艦長苦しみは深まるだけ
Some of the cards, something about the game. I was gonna say it at the end, but some of the cards aren't fully fleshed out as the game is in beta. So if you see some Korean written on the cards, it's probably because they forgot to actually finish making them in English.
Oh well, just guess it.
裏か表サポートが必要かね
Only on some parts of the game is like that. Oh, this just makes it cost 0. No, I want it to cost 0. Are you kidding me? Bro, that is huge. Big flex, actually.
So are you worried how the skeleton mask man works?
I mean, I didn't know he had a thing that made his thing cost 0, you know?
See, this is all worth it for the content.
I don't like this. I don't like taking this damage over time. Okay, that gives me counter. Defensive kick. Gives agony. Give me one back. You should die, theoretically. There we go. Explosion via agony. Nice. Usually after killing an epic boss, you actually get armor in return. Really nice. Just get rid of the comments. Why did it have to be these guys? These guys are strong and there's 3 of them. Oh, I hate this. I hate everyone.
It's time to show them what a straight flush is.
I have no idea what I just did, but it did something.
He looks like he's doing a lot of things for doing a whole thing.
I feel like he's a deck fixer. You know what I mean?
That might be what he is.
Because, like, he sure doesn't do a lot of damage, but he sure does fixes your hand for you. You know?
Which could be important depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, like, if you're, like, emphasizing on, like, yo, I want this character to dish out as much damage as possible, having as many cards in your hand as possible, he'd be a great deck fixer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like how much damage I'm going to be taking at the end of this turn. I'm going to be honest. This is insane. Look how much damage I'm going to be taking. I have to end my turn, and it sucks. Alright, this goes to— oh no! Okay, time to explain chaos when the character enters in this mode. You lose a third of your HP bar. He can't do anything. Actually, I'm glad this happened before the boss fight, because now I can start this fight out a little bit, right? For the boss fight.
Yeah.
I need to start this fight out. But I also don't want to take too much damage, so I need to kill one of them. And then we use Muriel's ultimate here. Yeah. I need to stop this boss fight because if I don't... He's back!
裏側をもう一度振ってみよう。
私が後ろに下がってください。失敗したら闇の力で。
派手に行こうかね。種の仕掛けもないさ。
どいてくれますか？艦長、信じた。艦長。
You know, you can't take damage if all of your enemies are dead. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Sure, bud, you can have my eyes. I don't care. You gotta reroll. Please. Okay, whoo! Okay, every day in this game we get 15 dice counters. And those are what you use to reroll. You generally do not want to enter in a dungeon without having dice reroll. Because if you mess up, well, let's just say, depending on where you mess up, there's some sincere consequences the rest of your life. Also, the monsters and the event squares are relatively extremely strong. I don't recommend fighting them if you can avoid it.
I see. I see.
No, I'm not gonna tell you not to fight them, because in some case scenarios, you actually do need to fight them. Alrighty, this is a shop. You can buy a lot here. Looking for one item. If you don't give me it, I'm gonna rage like the person in this card is. Are you kidding me? Alright, you can have it empty. That's so mean. I really do need a rest. Alrighty. Now then, the boss. We're gonna die. Okay. Absolutely would love to end my.
苦しみは深まりきます。艦長、私の不運が終わらない苦しみの中で全部消えて。艦長、私が後ろに下がってください。
A lot of agony damage coming your way, man.
失敗したらどうしよう。闇をかき集めて。
派手に行こうかね。ほら、こんなのはどうだい？
艦長、失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、信じてるよ。艦長、これで役に立てるのだ。
派手にもう一度振ってみようか。裏か表か。
Alrighty. If you guys are asking, yes, I'm kind of locking in. I'm doing a get good moment.
一番の苦痛を
Alrighty.
裏か表か派手に種の仕掛けもないさ。ここがクライマックスさ。さあ拍手喝采よ。裏かもう一度振ってみようか。こんなのは
By the way, yes, this boss can heal. And that's why I hate him so much.
私が防ぎます。艦長、苦しみが深まるいきます。
派手もう一度振ってみようか。
Alrighty, his agony stacks are pretty high.
どいてください。
Very nice.
私が防ぎます。
裏か表か運命というべきかね。派手に行こうかね。
行きます。艦長闇の力で闇をかき集めて。
裏もう一度振ってみようか。
Right, all of his agony stacks are gone, which isn't really a fun thing to note.
私が防ぎます。
派手に行こうかね。
私が誰も怪我させない。
種の仕掛けもな裏かを。
失敗したらどうしよう。私の不運は艦長。
派手にもう一度振ってみようか。
He's not taking enough damage.
どいてください。
I'm be honest, she carried. The defender girl definitely carried this one. You know what I mean? She carried hard. Not to say Agni didn't do anything, but like, huh? Oh yeah, so at the end of every run, you get to copy a card, choose one of two legendary equipments, get credits, and finally, choose to get a chaos reward. The chaos reward basically gives you mats to upgrade your characters again. God, I almost forgot I was on recording. By the way, as per my usual, this video will probably be up without editing because I'm just a weirdo like that. Now then, how many times can you enter the Chaos Dungeon? Well, let me tell you. Endless. There is no amount of not doing this. Like, yeah, how to get mats in the game does cost resources, but if you're talking about I just want better memory cards, you can do this an endless amount of times per day. Is it healthy to actually do it an endless amount of times per day? Probably not. But you can.
I'm gonna be a junkie and do it an endless amount of time.
The game does give you warnings if you play for too long, though. Sincere warning.
And not my problem.
But yeah, so basically game, dive into Abyss, use your memory cards you get from the Abyss to clear out the content, have fun.
管理が必要ですか?
Characters all work together in intriguing ways. I think my favorite team comp so far is Barrier, Maribel, and Hugo. It focuses on gaining as much shield as possible, and because you have much shield, you just use Barriel's bash move to just deal all that damage to an enemy. I mean, sorry, Maribel's move to do all that damage to Barrier. Barrier is just there to dish out damage. The reason why I like Mario and Burial together though is because Mario is a really good defender and gives you a bunch of shield because you need to stall for Burial's cards a lot of the times, and so Mario is a really good card to have with Burial. Fun fact. And he goes there for the extra support fire because like I already have like a DPS damage dealer and someone can tank blows for me. I wanted someone who could just support me from like the back without using that many cards, and Hugo is your man if that's what you're looking for. He allows, well, he has a unique ability called On the Hunt, where every time you play an attack card, you will also do a boost attack with it. It's a pretty fun interaction. But, I'll save that interaction for another day. Like I said earlier, I was only supposed to show off one chaos run during this video, which I inevitably did. Level, do you have anything to add on the chaos runs or anything like that before I start closing out the vid?
I'm going to be a junkie and abuse it like it's Slay the Spire 2.0.
I mean, you got anime plus some of the best game of all time mechanics to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a very addictive game, by the way. I was very much addicted to the last 2 days, with the first 2 days when this beta came out. It was very fun. Like, I spent like 5 to 7 hours on both of my streams, right? Like, actually. Like I said earlier though, my streams will be at the bottom of this video. You can always go back to my channel and rewatch those streams. I'm letting Barrio talk before I close out my stream. Guys, make sure to eat and have a good rest. I'm telling you what the Blue Battalion is gonna tell me. But for real, I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video, and I hope you guys will also have a fun time when this game actually officially releases. Later!